Hey, it's Ty with the Beach Brawl. We're going to go over the team standards, okay? So for the first one, Team WOD 1.1, 10 minutes for 2 team members to establish a 1-rep max clean and jerk. Mixed teams, you're going to have 1 male, 1 female. The others, obviously, it doesn't matter. So this is kind of what the setup's going to be. You're going to have an empty barbell, or excuse me, 2 empty barbells, and then all the weight. You must use clamps. Any form of clean is acceptable. Any form of a jerk is acceptable. On the jerk, what we're looking for, you can push, you can split, it doesn't matter. Looking for feet to come back together, show control at the top. Wait for your judge to tell you good rep before you put it down, okay? 4 teams, 1 bar may be moving at a time, okay? So you can have 2 bars loaded, it doesn't matter. Or if you want to have 1 person go, then the next, it doesn't matter, whatever. 1 bar is moving at a time, okay? So wait for the bar to settle and your judge to cue you to go, okay? And wait for your judge to tell you good rep. At the end of the 10 minutes, we're going to take the 2 highest, the highest score from each partner, and that's your total score. 14 WOD 1.2, the other 2 team members establish a 2K row time. Again, mixed teams, you're going to have 1 and 1 there. Your score is your total time it takes you to complete. Workout starts with the handle up and your feet strapped. A 3, 2, 1 go, you may then pull. It's going to be 2,000 meters going down. You may adjust your damper and your straps accordingly. Each team member must row 1,000 meters. You can, the first one can cruise into 1,000, but do not pull once you've gotten past that 1,000 meters, okay? And your time, or your score, is your total time it takes the team to row the 2K, okay? Going right into Team WOD 2, there's a 20-minute cap on this, okay? This is called tag team. Teammates must establish who's doing what. You're going to break off into teams of 2. 1 group is going to do the first part. When they're done, they will go tag the other ones who will come complete the second part, okay? So for the first part, again, mixed teams, it can be any combination. It can be 2 men or a man and woman. We will have 2 barbells here for the mixed teams, okay? So what we're looking at, so partner 1 and 2 complete in order. Breaking up reps is necessary between the 2 partners. 50 power cleans, 50 toes to bar, or 50 sit-ups, 50 front squats. So, power cleans, what we're looking for, weight from the ground, achieving full hip extension with the elbows clearly in front of the bar. Okay, this is a lighter weight, don't leave any question for your judge. Elbows clearly in front of the bar. The bar is going to the ground, there's no hang cleans, to the ground each time, hips extended, and elbows in front of the bar. Okay, so once you complete 50 of those, breaking it up, however, between the partners, you have RX, 50 toes to bar scale, 50 sit-ups. Toes to bar, what we're looking for, both feet hitting the bar at the same time, and both feet passing through this vertical plane. So hit, pass through, okay? That's all we're looking for. Again, you have 50 of those. Break up reps, however, between the 2. For the sit-ups, both shoulder blades are touching, and he's coming up to parallel. At least parallel, okay? Again, nothing tricky here. Just to get both shoulder blades down and come all the way up. It doesn't matter where you touch your feet, your ankles, your toes, it doesn't matter. What we're looking for is perpendicular, okay? So after you break up those 50, complete those 50 reps, we're going right into 50 front squats from the ground. So he can go into a squat clean his first rep. So hips clearly below parallel and full extension at the top, okay? We're not going to pass the bar off between partners at any time, whether you're, same-sex team, it doesn't matter. If you do a certain amount, bar comes to the ground. Once it's settled, the other person may pick that bar up, or for mixed teams, you pick up your bar and start, okay? The workout is over, the workout is not over. After you complete the 50 front squats, these 2 go and tag the other 2 teammates who are waiting to complete the second part. The second part is 50 snatch, any form of a snatch, 50 burpees over a barbell, and 50 overhead squats or back squats for the scaled, okay? So for the snatch, again, any form of snatch acceptable. You can power, you can squat, you can split, it doesn't matter. If you're going to split, you squat, he's coming all the way up. If you're going to split, you have to come back together, show control, okay? So again, 50 of those, breaking it up with a 3rd and a 4th teammate, however. After you complete 50 snatches, you go right into 50s burpees over a barbell. RX has to jump and land with 2 feet. You can do lateral or bar facing, it doesn't matter. So you can do that. Jump and land with both feet. Scaled, you may step over. Okay? So standard is chest and quads hit at the same time. And then we're jumping over or stepping over. Okay? So again, they can be lateral or bar facing. After you're done with 50 burpees, you go on to 50 overhead squats or back squat for scale. Overhead squat from the ground, you can go right into your first one, like so. But we're looking for clear, hips clear below parallel, and he's extended at the top. Okay? If he wants to rest on his back, he can, that's fine. You may not pass the barbell off though. He's going to go right back into it, and then he may squat. Do not pass the barbell off. If you have to break up your reps, bar goes to the ground, wait for it to settle, then the other teammate picks it up. Okay? So for the back squats, again, the bar started from the ground, he got it up here, however, same standard, hips below parallel, and he's obviously getting extended at the top. Okay? Again, no passing the barbell off from partner to partner. It goes to the ground in between transitions. Workout is complete when the 50th overhead squat is completed. The score is the total time it takes for both teams to complete the entire workout. Okay? Team WOD 3, Beach Buddy. There's a 15-minute cap on the workout. Okay? So on the beach, you're going to carry your partner to the turnaround sign and back. You can carry them however. Fireman or throw them on the back, it doesn't matter. You have to carry them the whole time. If you have to stop and put them down, that's fine. But you do not make forward progress, okay? So now he picks them back up, he goes to the turnaround, and then they come back. Okay? For the scaled, you're going to have a plate carry. Same thing. Men and women are going to have different weights. Same thing. You're going to run or jog or walk, whatever, with your plate the entire time. If you have to drop it, that's fine. We're going to pick it back up and then make forward progress. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. For mixed teams, men must carry the men, women must carry the women. For mixed teams, you must alternate men, women. You can have the same men or the same women carry the same person twice, as long as the men are carrying the men and the women are carrying the women. And again, you have to alternate. For same-sex teams, if you want to carry someone twice, if you have a really light person on your team, one person may only be carried twice. Okay? So again, that's for teams. Maybe if you have a bigger athlete or a really small athlete, you can only carry the same person twice. You cannot carry that same person over and over and over between the three remaining members. Okay? So, after the fourth leg is complete, that is the workout is complete. Your score is their time. Okay? So, on Team WOD 4, the partner chipper, there's a 20-minute cap. Okay, so mixed teams, any combination is fine. Okay? You're going to form 2 teams of 2. Both teams of 2 are going to go through the entire chipper and complete all the reps, breaking up the reps as needed. We're going to start with pull-ups. Okay? So, RX 70 pull-ups. Scaled is going to be 70 kettlebells. The pull-ups, again, any form is acceptable. It doesn't matter, as long as the chin is above the bar. Okay? Again, these two can break up the 70, however, it does not matter. Alright? So, scaled, you're going to be doing kettlebell swings instead of pull-ups. Kettlebell, we just want it in line with your body. The kettlebell does not have to be at any perfect angle. We just want it in line with his body. We want to be able to see his ears from the side. Okay? Don't rush them. Get the kettlebell up. Alright, so these two completed 70 of either one of those. They move on to the second movement, which is shoulder to overhead. Okay? At this point, they've completed the first movement. The other team of 2 may step in and start doing pull-ups for RX or kettlebells for scale. It doesn't matter. Okay? Now, he's going to start the shoulder to overhead. Again, from the ground, what we're looking for, any form of jerk is acceptable. He can push. He can split. If he splits, he's got to come back together. But again, 70 shoulder to overhead, breaking it up with your partner as necessary. Again, there's no passing of the barbells. Mixed teams. The barbell has to settle before the other person picks it up. Okay? Now, first team went out and they completed 70 of the first movement. They were on 70 shoulder to overhead. If the second team now completes the pull-ups or the kettlebells for scale, and the first group is not done with the shoulder overhead, they have to wait until they are done with the shoulder overhead before starting. Okay, so you can't have, multiple groups on the same movement. You have to wait. So part of the strategy is you have to figure out which group to put up first, okay? So after the 70 shoulder overhead are complete, we're gonna go into 70 box jump overs. For RX, the box height is gonna be 24 for all, regardless if you're a man or a woman, okay? For scaled, it's gonna be 20. It's a set height for men or women, it doesn't matter, okay? So the hips do not have to be extended on top of the box. Both feet have to touch the top of the box though, okay? You must jump on the box with both feet. Scaled may step, okay? You can lateral or you can face the box, it doesn't matter. Both feet just have to be on the box, okay? There's no trailing jumps, there's no trailing box jumps. So let's give an example of the trailing jumps where you're jumping right after your partner. So jump right after him. You know those, because what's gonna happen is partner one's gonna jump and then as he's in the air, the partner two is jumping. You have to go over and back at a minimum before switching between partners, okay? So again, there's no trailing jumps. You have to go over and back before you switch, all right? Now we're gonna move on to the last movement, which is 70 wall balls. So from the ground, the rep is initiated with a full squat. You must hit your target. RX is 10 feet, scaled is 9. So looking for a full squat, and the middle of the ball has to hit the target or go above the target, okay? Again, 10 foot, 9 foot, men and women. You may pass, for a transition, you may pass it to the partner from the back, but we're not going to do alternating wall balls from side to side. We don't have enough room. So after you do a decent block, you may pass it from the back if you want. If not, now he has to initiate it with a full squat, going right into it, okay? So again, you can pass, but it has to be from the back, and we're not going to, you cannot alternate every wall ball rotating back and forth, okay? So the workout is over when the second group of athletes finishes the second wall ball. Again, there is a 20-minute time cap on the chipper. Good luck.